Welcome back, it's Sam Demma, and in today's video we're going to be talking about how to stop yourself from attaching your emotions to the results you get in any aspect of your life. I'm sure you all know this by now, but a few weeks ago I released a course called the High Performing Student. It's a course that I put together over the past couple months that teaches you everything you need to know about taking your life to the next level. Whether that's attacking a personal goal or dream, whether that's getting better marks in school, or whether that's being a better athlete. And I poured my heart and soul into that resource, and so I was so excited when I finally completed the course and I was ready to launch it with the world. I made all the social media posts, I put together the landing page, I built the whole curriculum, put music in the back of all the videos, told all my friends about it, and the day I launched it I was super excited. And then only 6 people over the next 3 days signed up for the course. Just to give you an idea, when you have 4,000 followers on Instagram and have spoken to over 30,000 students in a year, and you have a couple hundred or 1,000 followers on LinkedIn, and you publish all this stuff on all the platforms, you think that you're going to get a great response, and in the reality, I only got 6 people buying the program and starting to use it. And what ended up happening was I got super upset at myself. I started to beat myself up. My emotions started to get out of control. I was feeling angry, I was feeling upset, I was feeling unmotivated, I was feeling sluggish. I just wanted to crawl in bed and go to sleep. I always tend to aim really high, and if I miss the target, of course, I'm going to feel bad about it. And so the past couple of days after I launched the course, I started to have these feelings, and I began to realize that it's not helping. You know when you feel really bad about something, maybe you failed a test before, and you start to beat yourself up about it. Or maybe you played really bad in an athletic game, and you start to consciously, continuously think about it. You can't get over it. Or maybe like me, you've launched something in the world that you're passionate about, like a YouTube video, or a course, or a book that you've written, and it doesn't get the response that you were expecting. Like me, you start to beat yourself up. And it goes down this really vicious cycle that is not productive and not helpful. And so the question you ask yourself is, okay, when is enough enough? How do I stop myself from feeling this way so I continue moving forward? And I broke it down into this very simple framework that anyone can use when they start beating themselves up or attach their emotions too much to a result to help you stop that type of thinking. And the framework is as follows. The first thing you need to do is ask yourself, what was the desired result? Because there's always a goal, there's always a plan, there's always a target for whatever you choose to do. Get very clear on what you actually wanted out of the situation. For me, in my head, I wanted 100 students to sign up for the course. I thought if I could reach 100 kids, or 100 students, or 100 teenagers over this period of time, the span of the first week of the launch, I would be super excited and happy about it. That's what I really wanted. So if you have a emotional situation in your life that you're dealing with right now, ask yourself, what is the desired outcome that I had planned in mind for this result or for this action? After you figure out what you wanted, ask yourself, what actually happened? What was your reality in this situation? So for me, I admitted to myself, only 6 people signed up in the first 3 days. That was what actually happened. And most people, and myself included, maybe even you, most people skip this second step. We do not accept the reality. And the reason we don't is because it is very uncomfortable. One of my good friends and a student that I mentor, his name's Brian, he was trying to reduce the screen time he uses on his iPhone. It was at an absurd amount of hours. And when we asked him, Brian, what's the reality? How many hours are you spending on your phone? When he looked at the number, he told the whole group, it was all 5 of us on a call, he said, I don't even want to say it because it's embarrassing. And your reality might be embarrassing. My reality was embarrassing just like Brian's. But if you want to change it, you have to accept it and face it. So what actually happened in your situation? For me, I only sold 6 courses. Now I sat in that very uncomfortable feeling. And then the last question you ask yourself after you've sat in the reality of the situation is, what do I need to learn? What do you need to do differently the next time you do this so you get a different result? What skills and abilities do you need to learn and develop so it doesn't happen again? And this is a very powerful question. Now you're facing this situation logically without emotion. Here's what I wanted, here's what happened, here's what I need to learn for next time. And I promise you, if you go through this process after a failure, maybe you failed a test, or after a bad performance at an athletic event, or after you launch something in the world that you're passionate about and no one cares about it, these 3 questions will help you reduce the emotions that you have attached with this outcome. It'll help you accept the current situation and plan for the future. Learn new skills and abilities so it doesn't repeat itself sometime in the next couple of weeks. That's the simple process that I've used to get myself back up on my feet and to stop worrying about this and to stop being in my head about it. And if you're going through something, I hope you choose to use this framework as well. This is actually one of the things that I talk about in the High Performing Student course. There's 7 modules about goal setting, vision creation, leveling up your standards, weekly planning, dealing with failure, and a bunch of interviews, about 15 with CEOs, athletes, and entrepreneurs. And if you want to dive deep into your own goals, dreams, and visions, check out that course. I made it very reasonably priced, only $19, so you could literally afford it. I know bubble tea costs about $7 or $8. This course costs you 2 or 3 bottles of bubble tea. If you're willing to sacrifice your bubble tea or pizza or Subway to better yourself, then click the link in the description down below titled highperformingstudent.com and start working on yourself today. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, comment, subscribe, and if you're dealing with something right now and your emotions are very tied to the result, let me know in the comments below or send me an email and I'll help you out. Anyways, I'll see you on the next episode. Peace and love. Talk soon.